If I do, it's normally because something that not in my control. Okay, no. Probably because mine was easier to find than yours. Yeah, but Twitch is harder to DDoS somebody through that because you have to go through more. YouTube, you just go through, see what the channel is, look up what internet is streaming that channel right now, and then you can DDoS that internet. It's fucking retarded. Fucking retarded. You shouldn't be able to kick somebody else off their fucking internet. It's... Oh, people do it all the time, especially on Arc. Well, like I said, it's stupid. They should not be able to do that. Let's see here. This one. Yep. Okay, yeah, I'm in the right one. Okay. I was checking to see if I had the actual right one up right now. Okay. Yeah, that was just stupid getting DDoS like that. Come on. I was admitting that I was sucking that round, and I still got a person pissed off at me that I sucked and DDoSed me. That's stupid. To me, you know what that means though? He had no real friends. Anybody that kicks somebody off their own internet or something like that just because of the fact that they didn't do good for a fucking match, they don't even belong on fucking games. They don't even belong on a fucking internet. Yeah, he just straight up just fucking... And you know that's exactly what it was off of, is that... Because he had just enough time when I started that next match to kick me. Little fuckers. I'm on the top of the leaderboard. I honestly and actually do not know for sure. You have a fucking 9 ping? What the fuck are you running on? Well, so do I, but I ain't getting no fucking 9 ping, you lucky bastard. I'm actually pretty high right now compared to what I'm used to, though. Especially with me being a house. Oh, I know why I'm up there. No, not only am I streaming, I'm also watching my stream on my computer. That explains everything. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah.
Deployed nitro.
I don't know why they'd be upstairs. I don't know why you guys are attacking so hard.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it. One friendly remaining. Op 4 is defusing a bomb. You need to disable their diffuser.
No, he wasn't
friendlies
behind me.
were
I
eliminated.
fucking toasted his ass. They can try and kick me all they want. They ain't kicking me. Dude, the guy's trying to go fucking pro on somebody who hasn't played the game in fucking like 6 weeks, okay? Like, either way, like, our team fucking retarded for running out there. Yes, that's even you. You shouldn't have ran out there. They're gonna try and kill me probably because they're a bunch of stupid fucks.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
No, they're leaving me alone. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Okay, if anybody comes up that way, they're gonna get hit by that.
Reloading.
Mine flies out.
Window barricade up.
Ward, you literally almost got hit by my fucking thing.
Reloading.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds and counting.
EDD primed. That's clear.
Bomb locations are secure.
Device primed. Keep an eye on door.
Wow, secured!
EDD mounted. Let them come. Visual on the hostile. Garage.
One friendly operator remaining. Be advised, Op 4 has located a bomb. Op 4 has located a bomb. Op 4 has placed a diffuser near a bomb. Destroy it. You will be detected if you remain in this area.
Oh, I tried to go in the
Failed. All
backside.
friendlies have been neutralized.
He was in the fucking room laying down like a little bitch. You hear me jump in. Oh yeah, of course, and it's gonna be a one-shot headshot every fucking time. I'm so fucking tired of people always trying to vote kick people out while they're trying to fucking focus. It's really fucking annoying. And I also forgot the fucking her gun sucks ass now because they fucked it all up.
We need to locate a bomb.
Let's see here.
Drone has located a bomb.
What was your
10 seconds.
Twitch, by the way? I can't remember.
5 seconds to
Yeah.
insertion. You found a bomb.
Okay,
Make
so
your way
it's
to its location and defuse it.
OG244. Oh, Ward O2. Yeah, I didn't have OG part though.
Placing cluster charge. Detonating cluster charge.
Must recover the
Wow!
one friendly operator remaining.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? That's so much bullshit.
We've
Yeah,
been
no.
eliminated.
Dude, that guy was able to wipe literally, what, 3 of us off the map? By himself? Dude, that guy was able to wipe literally, what, 3 of us off the map? By himself? Did you get my follow, by the way? I was gonna say, you should have. You need to log in on a computer and change some stuff on the computer so your streams save for more than 24 hours type of deal. Yeah, you can make them stay for a longer period of time. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, you gotta change all those settings on the computer. I figured that out the hard way. I couldn't figure it out, and Jess was trying to figure it out with me, and she figured it out by going onto the computer on hers. So I had to log in on my computer. I'm trying to do my Twitch for like campaigning games, and YouTube for more of your other games, so it brings some people over to like my World of Tanks and stuff like that. Huh? Yeah. I'm good with Valkyrie. I thought about doing Valkyrie like 15 times now. And I've been too slow to pick a character every time that it's been her that I thought about picking. So, ironically. Wow, I'm all the way to the right on my screen, and on your screen I'm all the way to the left. What the fuck? That is backwards as fuck. How Bandit's in the center of mine, Rook's on the far left next to me, and then Mozzie's one from the right. Doc's all the way to the right. Which is your Doc, right? Yeah, your Doc. Ugh.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Setting trauma pack here.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly. Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
Pissed out. Piss deployed.
Yes,
You're on dead on.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion.
Feed up and running.
Bomb located by Op 4.
They're all over here. They're all over here. They're all over here.
Reloading mag.
Guy coming up the stairs.
One friendly remaining.
Yeah, that's
Mission
bullshit.
failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I had that fucking bitch, and the bitch didn't fucking die. Didn't matter. I saw that guy come up the backside. I said, coming up the back on the stairs or something like that, and well, let's slow down their attack. Let's slow down their attack. Let's funnel them the way I want them to come. They're only coming from one way, bro. Maybe two, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm pulling out a gun, Angel.
Secure the bombs.
time for some serious protection!
Okay,
Bomb location
so
compromised. Plan accordingly.
Door barricaded!
Piss deployed.
okay, I'll lock you in here, bro. Get. Fuck. Yeah, but he's being a stupid fuck about it. He's wasting my fucking time.
10 seconds.
I'll trap him in there is what I'll do.
5 seconds to insertion. Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
They're upstairs. Got him. Nice. Wow, shot in the back and the
Last
front.
operator standing.
That fucking bitch came in behind me again! Dude, this is getting ridiculous. I'm reporting her. She always knows how to get fucking behind me, seriously?
Seconds left. 10 seconds to go. Op 4, last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
That was nice. Fuck. That was nice shit, man. Nice shit. Just I get my
Hey,
head out
Ward.
my ass for the night and be doing good.
Ward,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can hear you.
Alright. I was dared by a friend. Now, this is from stream, okay? This is not me. This is my stream. He's a friend on my stream. He asked me if you were gay.
What? Why?
I have no idea. He was like, ask Ward if he's gay.
Nah.
Need to use your
No,
He don't
so
feel
it's-
like it today. He's not happy today. God, that's so weird of a question for just some random fucking person to
Just
ask.
out of nowhere.
I know,
got a caddy.
right? What the fuck? I've been streaming for at least 12 hours straight.
Damn.
It's not even the longest stream I ever did. I think the longest stream I ever did was 86 hours long.
What the fuck? How many followers?
Ah, damn it.
Let's just put it this way, I had at least 1,700 by the end of the stream.
Damn. I wish I could get like 7.
So, I'm happy
stream right
I
now.
just
I don't
got
think I've ever been above 7.
Bro, I'm glad I just got past 10. What you mean?
No, those are called subscribers. That's not called
Oh,
a
there you go.
followers.
That's a wall bang for you, Sheen. Yep, we're like that.
Who the fuck just busted a hole in the wall right next to my face?
Oh, bandit in that room, watch out.
Dude, I hate people that just camp upstairs, bro.
Yeah, this bandit, we've met him last game.
Damn, dude, how many times do I have to shoot you?
He's the type of person
one.
hide in one room for a minute. Just wait.
Wow. Okay, fuck you. CGW 15 is Valkyrie outside, right behind show to your right show.
I'm so better than this. It's just this fucking map.
Yeah, this map isn't great.
That was a good fucking idea. Wish I would have thought of it.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invite all of y'all to a party.
Damn.
I'm gonna invite everyone. And I'm gonna switch accounts. Actually, you know what? We're already in a party, aren't we? Send Ward and Cowboy an invite. Because I'm gonna switch accounts. I'm gonna switch over to my Smurf.
Alright.
I just wish I get my head on my ass. What the hell is wrong with me tonight?
Bro, you ain't even the only one. This is my first round, like, back onto this game. I'm pretty sure. I think I played a couple of TNs before this thing got on, but I've been streaming pretty much for, like, right now I'm at 13 hours and 11 seconds. 11 minutes, I'm sorry. 11 minutes.
Damn. Current one's only at 28 right now. Mine got restarted earlier though.
Drone to locate a bomb.
Yeah, if I switch accounts, I'm gonna have to end my stream there. But, you know, I can always reset it later. Everybody loves watching me. Right now, I'm sitting at 128 viewers. But I think my max viewer count today was like 250.
Damn. How long have you been streaming on that account?
10 seconds to insertion.
I'd say a good
Drone has found a bomb.
7 months.
5 seconds before insertion.
Yeah, it's not even long.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse
Nice
it.
try.
The only reason why they're watching me is because they think I'm gonna play League of Legends again on PC.
Oh,
It's not
come
gonna happen
on!
today, yo.
Hidden identity when he ran outside? Seriously?
Oh my god, my controller keeps dying, bro. There you go.
The diffuser is no
Wow,
longer in possession.
come on, game.
Friendly, last operator standing.
What is up with it fucking ruining my
Dude,
fucking
how is
aim?
he hitting me through the fucking staircase?
Dude, this game keeps pulling my fucking aim off to the side whenever I have someone in a headshot. It fucking flicks it for me. Like, I don't want it to
Well, I
fucking
think they're
flick it.
getting off. So I'm just gonna invite you out to the party. Give me a second.
Nah.
This is fucking crazy, Ward. This is fucking crazy.
Work too.
Hey, Ward, this is fucking crazy. You and I both know we're never doing this bad. This is fucking insane.
Alright, let me switch over to my other account now. Alright guys, this is gonna be in the stream today. I hope y'all come back and see me another time. And until the next one, yes sir. Alright, there we go.
My Twitch is my cowboy3721. Same as YouTube. My Twitch and YouTube are exactly the fucking same. It's not hard to find me, you guys. Some people say that's stupid because people easily stream snipe. If they think that you're a YouTuber or a Twitcher, they'll look for you just so they can snipe you. Especially in like fucking big battles when you're sniping the shit out of people and you're wiping them clean with them. They'll fucking look up your name real quick to see if you're a streamer. And if you're streaming at the moment, they'll fucking use that location to fucking snipe you. That's why it's called stream sniping. It developed from fucking Battlefield 4. Yep. Battlefield 4 is the best Battlefield of them all. I kind of want to play it now. Well, Battlefield 4 has that balance between all weapons in the game type of deal, okay? There's no weapon that just straight up outpowers all the rest, okay? There's not one particular weapon you can destroy everyone with. I mean, yeah, you got a couple of them that's better than all the rest, but at the same time, your little submachine gun that's better than all the rest is going to get its ass whooped by my sniper when you're up on a tower trying to look for someone to attack. And then all of a sudden you get fucking whammy next to your sniper partner that you spawned on, and you're like, wait, what? Like, if you actually go watch some of my Battlefield from YouTube, I fucking drilled a motherfucker from literally the opposite side of the map after sniping the whole map. And, no joke, okay, I was about to take my fiance to school for one of her final days of school, because she was about to graduate. And I've played games all night long. And I'm sitting there on Battlefield 4, and there's, I know you don't play it, but there's a map with a big antenna, buildings in the center, and then forest on the far side. And I'm sitting on the far side in the forest, popping people off the buildings in the center. Well, then they stopped spawning on the center. I was like, well, fuck. I didn't kill any of the respawners. I wanted them to spawn up there. I wanted the free kills. Well, no, they got tired of dying, so they just said, fuck it, respawn, and then they went all the way back to the farthest fucking place they could go and snipe, and that was the tower in the back. Well, I figured out where they were, and I think I fired off like 2 shots to get like an estimation of how far they really were, and then I set my sights up, and a fucking guy walked right in front of his partner as I was aiming at him, so I pulled the trigger, and I got a 2-for-1 headshot, longest distance shot that you can get on that map. And my friend that was playing with me at the time, he freaked the fuck out. He was like, "What the fuck?" Because well, he knows I'm doing a sniper, so he knows that it takes a minute to get 2 shots back to back type of deal. And he watched them come up at the exact same time. Because he got a kill too, but he got a guy that was on the roof that had just jumped out of a helicopter. And he got him, and then all of a sudden you just hear, "What the fuck, cowboy?" I was like, "What?" He goes, "You just double killed." I was like, "Wait, what?" "Oh, cool." Like, I was so humble about it. I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then I continue playing. He was like, "No, what the fuck, no." And then Gunn was like, "I gotta go to school. I'm gonna be late." I'm like, "Okay, bye." I saved the video so I could watch it later to see what the fuck happened. I just up and gone. I got back on and I had a message from the guy that I killed, not like the main one I was actually going for. And he messaged me. He goes, "That was a hell of a shot." He goes, "After I died, it showed me where you were on the opposite side of the map." He goes, "You're the same motherfucker that shot me 8 times before on the center building. I didn't think you could see me no more." I was like, "Sorry, bub. I could see you. And apparently your friend, too." He just started laughing. He was like, "Nah, that's just... It messed up, bub." He goes, "We literally went back there because you kept sniping us while we were sniping your friends. And we couldn't find you." See, even when they find me, I'm one of those snipers that I don't like to do that. "Here, let me walk side to side while shooting at you." No, I just make you really, really, really scared that I'm still aiming. And you're like, "Shit, I missed. I missed again. I missed again." Whack. In the middle, you miss him for like the 3rd time. My screen's nothing but blurry, and then you just get drilled. And you're like, "Motherfucker." Beginning of that match, actually, I think it's the beginning of the video. I had like 4 or 5 guys sniping at me at once, and none of them hit me. And I took out all 4 of them by the time they fucking finished off the fucking round. I'm like, "Yeah, no, you guys suck." I was just hitting random people too. Like, one guy, he spawned in right in front of one of the guys I was gonna kill, but the guy I was gonna kill sidestepped at the exact same moment, so I killed the guy that spawned in. An instant hate mail came in for that. He was like, "You fucking cheater." I was like, "Dude, I was shooting at somebody else." It's not my fault. But I was like, okay, so pine trees. Okay, you know how low they get to the ground. Well, this pine tree was like right on the edge of the hill that I was laying on, but it covered forward on the front of the hill. And I was sitting right underneath that pine tree shooting from the pine tree cones. And then when I finally died, I moved over to the side. And that's where I got the perfect view of all the way across the map. And I was like, "Hey, look, there's guys over there. Hi." Good night. No, my buddy was like, "How the fuck did you hit him so far away?" He's like, "Yeah, have you not watched some of my plays that I do on here?" He goes, "No." I was like, "Dude, I used to play with the Milsim guys." It's like, I'm fucking accurate up to hell. I'll pop off a shot just to fuck. The Milsim guys are... Okay, so they have servers for Battlefield, especially Battlefield 4 was big on it, is you get an entire... however many people can be on a possible team, okay? And each squad is 4 people. Each squad has a leader, and you're like to that squad. You have to be in that squad when you start the game, type of deal. Okay, you don't have a choice. We have certain people in charge, and you actually go through. It's a 1-shot, 1-kill type of deal. Okay, it's like a extreme version of the regular game. Vehicles count too. Everything still counts. The only thing is, it's a 1-shot kill gameplay, and yeah, except for if you shoot a teammate, you can never come back to the server. Ever. You can never play Milsim again. Yeah, it's an actual huge community of Milsim players. No, 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 because this is how it goes. If you shoot a teammate, you're court-martialed. You have to go through a bunch of shit just to get into the fucking server to begin with. Like, they go to other servers and find people and bring them in, and then you're part of their squad. The squad I got pulled into was a buddy of mine. Actually, he was at Home Depot working with me. He was like 38, 39 years old. He was like, "I need another player for Battlefield 4. I was like, "I'll do it." He goes, "No, I don't think you understand. Like, this shit's fucking impossible." I was like, "No, I'll do it." Once I got in there and he started we did team training where we were against another squad that wanted to do team training, and without a doubt they could tell, okay, this guy knows how to play Milsim, and he knows not to shoot his teammates, and he knows how to check fucking corners as he goes around the corner. I cleared out a building of 4 people inside in under 30 seconds and never got hurt. Never even got seen. I saw them always before they saw me. And it's because I'm very good at close quarters. Like, you've seen some of the shit that I do on this game sometimes. It's stupid. Like, I just know they're about to come around that corner. I'll just start blasting them. Or I'll just one tap, two tap, and then ignore them. Which I did that to a guy the other day when you fucking just disappeared on me. Like, right after you disappeared on me that night, I got back on. Like, I got into another round and instantly, like, no joke at all, turned a corner, double tapped a guy with a revolver, and kept walking. Didn't even look back at his dead body. I just kept walking. I didn't even care. But that's because I knew he's fucked. He was running around the corner. I fucking double tapped him with Maestro's revolver. He was like, pop up. Okay, move on. But that's just how I am with that game. Like, and I know the statistics of all the rifles, like the sniper rifles. One of our team trainings was we got on the biggest map. Well, at least I think it's the biggest map. And when you aim through your scope, even with the 50 times zoom or whatever the fuck that scope is, you look at the far side and you see a dot, and that dot is an enemy, and you have to hit that dot, and that dot is about the same size as your bullet. You can't see it. If you're aiming directly at it, you can't see it because your scope completely takes it away. If you aim right above it, your scope gets thicker, so you basically just make it disappear, and you can't tell if it's moving to the right or to the left at that point. So at that point, you just gotta take a guess. And then at the farthest distance on it, the enemy won't even be in your scope, even with you zoomed all the way out. The enemy will actually be like, I don't know, like an inch under your scope. So when you fire, you have to hit them with the first shot type of deal, like you're trying to hit them with the one and only shot. And you're not going to do it no matter how good you are. If you're doing that from that far away, you're aimbotting. I'm sorry, but you are. I'm great at that fucking game with sniping when I used to play literally 24/7. There's no way in hell that if I can miss from that distance, there's no way I got killed 5 times in a row by the same guy on the same fucking mountain that far away. Type of deal. Like, it just never happens. And if it does, it's a report because that's bullshit that's possible. Especially when he's moving. He's walking side to side and making those shots. No. And we were sitting there talking about that to where if they see that even in the milsim, like if they see somebody walking side to side and hitting those types of shots, then they're going to go ahead and boot him anyways because he's cheating. He's cheating to stay in the milsim. And since he's running aimbot, he can never shoot a teammate type of deal. But when you have like 200 people per team fucking running around, or actually no, I don't even think it was 200 people. I think it was 64 people a team is what we ran on. The 200 one was only one time, and that was the grand finale for Milsim. It was the grand finale for the year. But it was, our squad was squatted up with 3 others, and our objective was to go and like go straight to the furthest point to steal it. Okay. And they were sitting there trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this? Are we going to take vehicles and like give away our position? Are we going to let like the battle play out with the main battle of fighting for the other points, and then we just sneak around in the back, take it, and then move on? I was like, well, they're going to do the same thing. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you guys want me to run? Because they knew I was good with LMG, assault rifle, sniper, didn't fucking matter. I was good with it. And my buddy that works with me, he goes, grab your sniper. Okay. So you want to win? Okay. And he just started laughing. Everybody in our group started laughing. Because we're all in a big party chat. And everybody's like, why do you say that? I was like, because if I fired, someone just died. And he knows. And it was one of those things, when I fired, you died. You didn't have a chance. And I was sitting there, and I was like, I'll just guard right here if you guys want to go up and do the other flank. And they're like, okay. So I sat at our base by myself, and our entire team went left flank. Okay. Now you gotta think, the enemy's gonna send somebody down the other flank, guaranteed, to come take us. It's just a smart tactic. And as they popped their heads around buildings and rocks and stuff like that, they just started dropping one by one, by one, by one, by one. I wiped out 4 squads by myself. Then I was like, well, I don't see anybody else, so I started moving up. My actual squad, my other 3 people, and our big squad took over A, B, C, and then they were working their way to D when I stole D, and that left E left, which was the enemy strong point, like that was their main place, and they had 4 squads sitting at it, protecting it still. So they didn't even move a full freaking squad out. Four 4-man teams. And I got up on top of D's buildings, which is 2 big ass buildings on the right hand side of the map, and I just stood there. I was looking at them like, you got to be kidding me. How stupid can you be? Like, they were in good positions, but every one of them was facing off to the right. Like, what, you didn't think the one sniper that just wiped out an entire squad off on the right hand side was going to come? Like, who else do you think just grabbed D, you dumb fucks? So while they did a firefight with the others, I decided, you know what? Screw it. I pulled out my pistol and I just started crawling through the grass. I crawled probably like 500 yards, no joke. Got like 13 feet from a guy, stood up, shot him, laid back down right next to the cover I was next to. And when I shot the entire group that was still alive, there was like 9, 10 people still alive out of 4 groups. I think that'd be 16 people. I think it was 16 squads of 16 in total. But they all turned and looked where the guy died. No one saw me. Not a single person. And they started getting shot at more. And we only had like maybe 10 people left that was trying to like full on assault them. And my buddy just goes, you want to help us out here? I was like, I am. I said, just stay in cover, just pop off shots. I was like, how much ammo you got left? He goes, we got ammo, but we're slowly dying over here. They're accurate. I was like, well, they're not going to be accurate for much longer. I tossed a couple grenades, 2 kills each. I'm like, okay, that takes care of those dumb fucks. Moving up, so I crawled up to the cover to the guy that I actually killed with the pistol, and I stood up. And one of my teammates fires off a shot and hits right next to me. He goes, oh shit, that's you. I was like, yeah. He goes, how the fuck did you get right there? You're like 6 feet from a guy. I was like, yeah, he's about to be really pissed too, because he's aiming at them. And I walk up behind him. By that point, there was only like 3 or 4 left after the firefight continued. And nobody was shooting at him, but he was standing up, shooting at them. And they were all sitting at cover. None of his teammates apparently was realizing that one of ours was next to him. So I grabbed him and I did a fucking melee right there in the middle of a fucking firefight. Everybody just was like, wait, what? They spun, looked at me after I dropped him to the ground. I spun around with the fucking pistol and just popped them all. I was like, okay, area's cleared. And my buddy's like, go fuck yourself, cowboy. I was like, why? Because go fuck yourself. You just made this game look like it was the easiest game you've ever played. I was like, dude, I play this game for like 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you asked me to help you with a milsim game. What did you expect me to do when you said grab my sniper? He goes, I expected you to use the sniper part. I was like, I didn't want them to see my scope shine. Nah. Because it had that same problem as if you're looking at another sniper through a scope. Like if you're looking through a scope and they're looking through a scope, it'll show the flash, the scope glare. And I can't stand scope glares. So if one of them would have had a sniper, they would have known exactly where the shot came from after the first shot. Because they would have just switched their sniper and looked that way. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, nah, I'll crawl up there. It just, okay, so when I started crawling, we had like 30 plus people left. And when I got up there, we only had like 10, 15 max. part of my own, like half of my own 16 people was dead. It was just him and a couple guys that he plays with, and our fourth one was already dead, so he was just watching. And once you die, you go to spectate, but you're not allowed to say anything in spectate. Like, you can't give out information. If anybody finds out you did, you're automatically kicked from Milsim, so you don't give out information once you're dead. You just shut the fuck up and you're a dead man. You get to watch, but right after... Yeah, and it, like, I honestly, we had a guy, he went to say something. I was like, hey, you're dead, right? He goes, yeah. I was like, then shut the fuck up. I don't want your fucking help. I want you to be quiet so I can hear. Because it was like that day I was in the side of a building and I was the last of our squad. All 16 of us. I was the last one. And I knew there was at least 6-7 people in here with my sniper scope that I was looking through earlier. So I had 6 people maybe to kill. And I'm trying to go in here with a fucking silenced pistol trying to be all sneaky. And this guy's like, hey, I think he's... I was like, are you dead? Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Just a straight up, I don't want to hear it. I couldn't stand that shit. I think no. I just interrupt them right when they go to say something. No, just shut up. You know the rules. Shut up. Because you can get in trouble too if you listen to them, type of deal. It's stupid. I just want to play. I don't care about any of the stupid shit. I was just having fun. I liked hardcore mode. That's what I liked about it. One shot kills. Yeah, but one shot kills. Like, come on. A hardcore version that's a custom lobby, and you have 128 people in a match if you do the 64s. Oh, it's huge. You got tanks flying by, you got helicopters, you got planes, you got all sorts of shit going on. One of them, okay, so I also love flying in that game. Okay, I play Ace Combat myself. You know what Ace Combat is? Ace Combat started as a PlayStation 2 airplane game. Okay. Might have been, I do not know for sure on that. And then it moved forward and it went all the way to Ace Combat 7 right now. You can get it for PS4 for VR and regular. And it's an awesome game. That's where I learned how to do a bunch of my flight tactics. Well, then I jumped on Battlefield. Basically the same fucking controls and all. Okay, no joke. And it's just they move a little bit differently, just slightly. Like the controls is all the same. It's just when you actually do like a loop or something like that, you go to do a full loop backwards. They do it faster than the ones on Ace Combat, which is nice. It means the battle goes faster, type of deal. But I was fucking around. I was like, you guys, good luck this match. And they're like, you are an ass, because they see me get a plane. Okay. And they're like, you're a fucking asshole. I was like, what? And none of them had seen me fly, not even my buddy. He was like, you better not fucking get yourself killed. You better eject out of that fucker. I was like, I got this, dude. I got this. Plane comes flying in against me. It was a bomber version. I wiped him clean faster than what he could even fucking fire off his machine gun at me. He went to fire it off, and I did a fucking loopy-loop, and I shot him as I was heading straight to the ground from above. And then I fucking pulled it back harder, and I basically touched my ass on the ground and took off again. And then his other jet that came in realized that there's an enemy jet in the sky. I should go after him. I was like, well, fuck. So I flew around for like 3 minutes of the battle, just avoiding all these guys' missiles and shit that he was firing at me. Because he has the same plane as me. He could whoop my ass if he's good. And it turns out he was one of the admins. And because of the fact that he couldn't kill me, he was starting to be concerned with the fact of, wait, so if I can't kill him, I need to get the fuck out of this plane. Well, me being the guy I am, and there's a YouTube video out there somewhere on my buddy's account for his Battlefield 3, where I actually jumped out of a plane, looked down, shot the plane chasing me with my sniper rifle by quickscoping him, stole his plane, and did it a second time on the guy that was following him, and stole his plane. And then I jumped out of that one and landed on this really tall tower in the middle of the map. Now, I did that on Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4, a whole generation later, right? half the mechanics does not work like you think they should. And I had this guy who's sitting there chase me for 3 minutes nonstop, just trying to kill me. Finally, I jumped out of the plane right as he did, turned around, quick scoped him, pulled out my parachute, landed on the buildings of D, and just laid down. I was like, dude, he is going to be so mad. Instantly, he fucking stops the game, pauses the entire fucking game for a major chat on Messenger. And we're like, well, fuck. He goes, okay, cowboy, how the fuck? I was like, dude, I don't even know how to explain this yet. He goes, no, like, seriously. I was like, you've been shooting at me for a while. I got tired of dodging your missiles, so I decided to jump out and take my chances of getting hit by a jet. He goes, yeah, and I jumped out because I was like, fuck this. I ain't ever going to kill him anyways. I was like, yeah, I noticed when I saw your body fly out of your cockpit. So I quick scoped and I actually hit you. And then when I pulled my parachute, I just pulled it just in time not to die on top of the building. And then I just laid down. And now I'm sitting over here like holding my breath like, oh my fucking God. Like I was trying to like figure out what the fuck happened myself. Because that was the luckiest goddamn quick scope I have ever done in my life. Like, no. The two jets, they were coming straight at me from straight below me. And I purposely did them that way. But a guy getting ejected out of one and me getting ejected out of one at literally the same time. No, you can't hit something like that with accuracy on purpose. That was all fucking luck. I was like, dude, you can kick me if you want, if you think I'm cheating, but I swear to God, that's the luckiest fucking shot in history. He was like, no, I ain't kicking you. I know you're a good player to begin with, but damn, I just want to make a point to everybody to understand that you just did that. This game's over. I was like, why? He goes, you could probably just go ahead and finish quick scoping the rest of my teammates. There's only like 12 left. I was like, wait, what? My entire team still had like 50 fucking people. His team only had 12. And I was only in the air for about 4 minutes. That's how quick my team wiped the fucking map. The other fucking people were just like, wait, you're on the building? I was like, dude, I swear I'll stay up here until I'm the last man standing if that's what it comes to. And they're like, are you going to shoot? I was like, nah. Well, maybe. I might use my pistol. And everybody's like, go fuck yourself, cowboy. Just go away. Because everybody was so mad at me at that point when I said, maybe use my pistol from up here. And everyone's like, go fuck off. You ain't that accurate. I was like, you're right, but it'd still be funny if I do hit one of you. They were all the way up at the top side of the map trying to defend A, and I'm all the way at the bottom of the site defending D, so-called. And they have 50-something people surrounding them. You wouldn't think I would even try, right? I was just fucking shooting for the fun of it, and a kill comes up. And as soon as the kill come up, I said, alright, you guys, I shouldn't have been firing. Everybody started laughing. They're like, you're a fucking asshole. I was like, I was just fucking around to make you guys fucking move from cover to cover or think that your guys are getting shot at by somebody that can see you. I wasn't meaning to actually hit anyone. I was like, I didn't even know if the shells were making it that far, considering you guys are like 700 yards away right now, and I'm just popping off shots over the fucking sea. There ain't no way in hell that it should have hit either. The fucking guy, he wanted me to put it on live stream, so when I did, he was sitting there watching me pop it off pistols, the admin was, and he knew I was just fucking off, because I was just going pop, 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 and I was just like spreading it from left to right. I didn't even know if it was hitting anything. I take it that guy is never coming back, by the way, because we've been sitting here for like 45 minutes now. Okay, we've been sitting here for 30 minutes because it was like 28 when we first talked to him in the back screen, and now I'm at 59. So we've been sitting here just talking out my ass for the last 30 minutes about stupid shit. You are no longer connected. Yeah, the broadcast you were watching has ended. I didn't even fucking know you turned it off. Yeah, that's what I heard. What, Borderlands? Oh. Oh no, that's massive. Oh, I won't play that. That's just me. I just don't like it. No, I've seen Danny play it, and I'm just not a big fan of it. No, a game I was thinking about jump. Yeah, it's either go on a quick match or switch over to Modern Warfare. My download's done. I don't care which. Like I said, I don't care which. But oh man, you guys. Oh, Modern Warfare. Oh no, I just got Battlefront 2 for free from last month. Actually, it's not even downloaded yet. That and World War II are both free for PlayStation Plus members right now. You know what I wish Modern Warfare was? I wish Modern Warfare would take off the fucking sniper glint bullshit. Nope. It's a scope. All scopes have it, but the Merc scope and the 3.5 or smaller or something like that. Probably Sniper Elite. Yeah, it has the glint. Sniper Elite, I don't know if you played that with me, but I became a real dickhead in that for a little while. I got good enough at it to where I was playing against like Danny and my brother and a couple others, and we go into other lobbies to where we're facing just randoms, and it was fucking crazy. We had a group of fucking people that we knew they had to be friends or knew each other at least somehow. Maybe played against each other too many times or whatever. But they literally took over fucking half of the map. And you couldn't cross half the map. It was like fucking dead zone. Like the demilitarized zone type of deal. And my brother and me were the last ones left. Because Danny quit and the other guy quit. And me and my brother was just like, okay, this is getting annoying. We're going to go kill him. And I was like, how do you want to do this? He goes, we're not going to run up there because they've been sniping us before we can run. So we're going to have to do pop shots from different locations. So I was like, I'm good with that. So I crawled over to a barn, poked around a corner, one shot a fucking sniper, laid down, fucking crawled like 60 yards in the grass, got up, popped one shot, hit a fucking guy in a fucking weeds. Literally I couldn't barely see him. All I saw was his helmet. That's how I knew he was there. At the same time I fired off that shot, my brother fires off a shot and another kill comes up for him. And by that point you could tell they were starting to freak out because then you started seeing people move side to side, here to here. And now we can see where they're at. So from that point on it was just move, shoot one shot, move quietly and stealthily, shoot one shot. And we had loud rifles. We weren't running anything quiet. It was a pop, disappear like a ghost. Pop. I finally worked my way all the way up back behind him. And by that point, I switched to my pistol. And a guy goes running past me. I just let him run. I said, hey, Nick, he's off to the right side of the map. He's going up to the hill. He goes, okay, he's dead. I was like, okay. And I kept walking. And got into the next bush. A guy's literally like 3 feet from me in the bush. Okay. It scared the living shit out of me when I saw him. I pulled up my aim, looked right at him, and realized he's facing an opposite direction. I was like, thank fucking god. And then I hear the pow from my brother's rifle up on the hill with the other guy up on the hill trying to snipe down it. Like, he had no clue my brother was already up there. And the guy that was next to turns to look up there with a scope. And I'm still staring at him like, seriously, bro? Seriously? No, like, no, he's not even looking at me. He's looking up there at where my brother just shot his friend. And this guy is just literally 3 feet from me, looking down a scope. Didn't even zoom out to turn and look up there. Nothing. He just zoomed in the whole way. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave him alone. So I sat down a mine right next to him. Okay? And I just walked away. I walked about 30 yards and I hear, I'm like, well, he died. He must have tried to get up and move because all you hear is the mine go, and I got a kill. I was like, you know, he feels stupid right now. I wonder how long he's been camping. My brother was like, that was a dick move. I was like, yeah, but it was a hell of a funny move. You know he's pissed. Then all of a sudden they just started trying to take us on with fucking Thompsons. And you don't take on me and my brother with snipers with a fucking assault rifle. That's a dumb idea. Especially in that game. You got me as a quickscoper on Battlefield 4. You think I can't quickscope on Sniper Elite? Like, come on. Oh, I was popping the shit out of them. They couldn't get within 50 yards of us. We had one guy, he was trying to hit us with the Thompson from literally the opposite side of the map. And we both, like, literally, we both sat down at controllers, looked at each other, was like, seriously? Seriously? He was the last one left. All his team quit because they kept getting fucking killed before they could kill, and they had us outnumbered like 6-2. They should have been whooping our ass, but no. All of a sudden, we took it over when our friends quit. But we were just looking at each other like, you fucking kidding me? I was like, you want the pleasure? He goes, no, you can have it if you want it. I was like, fine, I'll go take care of it. So I pulled out the pistol, walked down there. I walked like 5-6 feet from him to the side. And you could tell he just realized it because he started reloading and then he looked at me. And as soon as he brought up the gun, I fired. But by that point, I was already aimed at his face. He was screwed. Even I would have fucking quit after that. If someone did that to me, I would have been like, nope, I'm fucking quitting. This game sucks. My brother was U.S. Navy. U.S. Navy is my brother, and U.S. Army is my sister-in-law. My grandpa was in the Marines. My uncle was a Green Beret. My other grandpa was in the National Guard. My neighbor was an Army Ranger, first class. And then my neighbor back behind me was U.S. Navy SEAL. And he still has clearance to walk into the White House, even though I think he's one of the stupidest motherfuckers on the planet, except for his fighting style.
Well, thank you and all of your family for your service.
Don't thank me. They didn't let me in. Oh, fucking cocksuckers. I tried to go in. I got all the way to the point to where I was about to be shipped off to boot camp. And they told me I couldn't because of my back. Yeah. I messed up my back pretty bad. I got metal in it and shit. It's toasted. I basically took my back and broke it in half twice type of deal. Yeah, that's what happens when you get slammed up against a gate from a bull and then fucking stomped like 15 times by the same bull. And then right after you got done healing, you got drugged 250 yards by a horse. I mean, stupid like stupid, okay? Just saying. Yeah, I only have like, what is it? It's like $200,000 in carbon fiber in my back. And just the rooms, just the medical bills for the rooms. It was like $250,000. for both of those. That's not including how much the doctors actually costed for the specialist that had to do all the work on me. And I was told I will never walk again properly, and I will never run, do sports, or anything like that, and fuck them. I do paintball, I do all sorts of shit. They can go fuck off. I'm not kidding. Think about it. I play paintball, okay? Paintball is a rough and ragged sport that fucking takes a lot of fucking effort. And I slide, I roll, I jump, I dive. Fuck them. I used to. I need to get a new airsoft rifle and shit. I've been trying to look into getting back into it, but it just costs so much to get back into. The guns are so much more expensive than paintball guns. Because, well, and the reason why they're so expensive compared to paintball guns is because those guns last longer. Well, they last longer, and on top of lasting longer, you get the ammo for dirt cheap. So they have to have something expensive to pay it back. Well, the ammo, you don't make your money in ammo in airsoft. Okay, you make your money in the weapons that you provide. Well, with paintball, or us as I was about to say, is it's $65 for a case of paintballs, 4,000 rounds. I mean that's for the field I go to anyways. I've been told that it's like $40 for Fort Knox area up north of me. And I mean, it just depends on what field you go to. Depends on the type of paint you have to buy, if it's field paint or not, and whatnot. But I'm at that point to where I'm like, I finally figured it out. My gun is a $300 and something gun, but I have a $150 scope city on top of it, a $300 mask, a $400 handgun for it, sidearm, and I got new gear coming in the mail right now. I got a vest for it. I got a couple other items for it coming in. So I mean, I'm trying to get back into it a little bit, but I changed my whole uniform. I had digis, and now I'm running nothing but black. I'm gonna run nothing but black, and I'm gonna look more like a yeah, I'm gonna be black and a little bit of tan. My pistol's tan and my rifle has tan on it. My clips have tan. But other than that, I'm gonna be nothing but blacked out basically. And I'm one of those people. Actually, one of the guys I met the last time I went last year, almost a year to the 20th. It'd be a year since I met him. And I only played once with him, and he wanted my number right after we went to walk off the field. He goes, "You play like no other paintball player I've ever played with." I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You literally kept me alive and made us disappear with over 40 plus people around us." Because we play field ball, okay? We don't play fucking, we don't play that. No, like bigger. Bigger. 100 yards is just one of their maps, like one of their fields. They have an entire woods, a fort, a dunes, an airport like deal. Not like a full size airport, but like a trash like airport type deal. It's like a 100 yard by 100 yard area is their airport, and then they got cargo. You remember that map called Cargo City or whatever? Well, they kind of made one here at this one. It's awesome. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. And then on top of it, you have let's see here. You have the Beaches of Normandy, which is the actual event that I go to. And then the Woods Ball. The Woods Ball is my ball, okay? Cambodia is what they call it. That's my area. I will own anyone in there, because I'm that type of person. I'll pop you, and I'll disappear, and your friends will never find me. And I'll pop one of them in the butt, just to be that person. But what happened is, I came up behind this group of people, and I came up with my knife, my rubber knife, because I had gotten all the way back to their spawn, in under 60 seconds, and I laid down next to a tree, right up next to the trail almost. Like maybe 10 yards from the trail, but inside the trees where they couldn't really see me. I was off the trail. And I watched about 30 people walk past me. Okay? So you watch 30 people walk past you, you're thinking, oh shit, someone had to see me, right? Not a single fucking person knew I was there. So I got up, and I got blue on my arms, okay, and they're all red. So you can tell I'm definitely an enemy. I mean, it's clear as day. All you had to do is look. And I start walking with one of them. I just start talking to him. I got my knife out in my right hand and my rifle in my, like, just holding it across from my sling into my left hand. And I'm talking to this guy. And I get all the way up to this hill where there's a firefight going on between their team and my team. But I'm up there with them. It was a perfect fucking setup, too. Because I'm in the back of the line. I look down the hill. There ain't a single soul in sight. I'm like, cool. I made it right in the back of the line of the group coming this way. This is going to suck for them. So I just started saying, you're out. And they're like, what? And I'm holding a knife up next to him. I'm like, you're out, bub. You're out. He's like, damn. I was like, hey, dead man don't talk. He goes, no, you're cool, man. You're cool. And he back off. That was the first guy. Second guy I walked up to made the entire group laugh after they realized the conversation that I had with him was the one they were all listening to in the middle of a firefight. I was like, hey man, what's the plan here? And he told me his plan. I was like, man, that's awesome. I think it's gonna work. He was like, really? And then I whispered, I'm blue. And he goes, fuck. He just started walking away. And he kept his mouth shut after that. And everybody was like, you okay, man? He goes, no, man. I just forgot something. And he just starts walking away. He stops at the bottom of the hill, starts talking to the other guy. Got out, which was his friend. They were friends. They came together. And they're both sitting there down there laughing now. And I walked through every one of them with just a knife. The very last guy. Now this, you had 30 people shooting down at my team. You have one person shooting. Don't you think you should be looking back and figuring out what the fuck happened to your whole team shooting? No, this guy, he's still sitting there firing. He's got a speedball gun just peppering the shit. He got like 2 racks of freaking ammo on his back. And he's down to like literally 2 pods out of 2 racks. So out of 8 pods, he's only got 2 left, and he's still blasting away. And he's taken out about maybe 10 of my teammates down there, and the rest kind of dug in. I walk up to him, I sit down next to him. I aim my gun, I'm looking at a couple people. And one of my teammates down there, which ended up being the guy I ended up saving later, he saw my armband, and he just looked at me like, what? And I could see it through his scope and my scope, because we were looking directly at each other with the same weapon and all. He just had a different scope on, and you could tell that he was like, what the fuck? Because he could see my arm color. And I stopped aiming, and he stopped firing. He goes, hold your fire. And my whole team just goes, what? He goes, just hold your fire, trust me. And the guy next to me goes, oh, thank God, I'm tired of shooting at him. I was like, hey bud, how you doing on ammo? He goes, I'm doing pretty good. And on my ammo clips, I had blue tape on the bottom of my ammo clips, so I pulled one out. I was like, here, take the balls out of this clip, out of this magazine. And he starts taking the rounds out of the magazine so he could have like an extra like 18 rounds type of deal. And you should have seen his face when he realized he got like 3-4 balls out, and then he saw the blue on the bottom of the magazine. And he stopped for a second and goes, where'd you get the magazine? I was like, oh, it's mine. And he just looks at me. I was looking at him. I was like, you can't tell right now, but I'm smiling about as big as can be. He goes, why? I was like, because that hand on your shoulder is a knife next to your head. He goes, he looks the other way, looks back at me and goes, that was one well played fucking smart move, bud. He just straight up goes, you got me, bub. He gets up, shakes my hand, goes, that was nice. I was like, I know, right? Can I have my magazine back? He goes, yep. He hands my magazine back, and he yells down there, he goes, your buddy up here just wiped us all out, you're good. And they go, seriously? I was like, yeah, it's clear, buds. The whole group of 30 people was standing like 20 feet behind me at that point, and they're all just laughing as this guy turns around with a look of shame on, with a mask over his face to where you can't see it. You know he's shamed, because he's sitting there like, son of a bitch. But all of them, you gotta think all of them had to be shamed. 30 people all got called out with a rubber knife in under about 5 minutes.
What are you talking about?
Paintball.
Oh.
But that, yeah, the guy that noticed me, he came straight up to me. He was like, man, when I saw you sit down next to him and saw your armband color, I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw you were aiming at me and could have shot, and you didn't. And I was like, wait, hold up. Something's going on. I was like, yeah, something happened, alright. He was like, that was ballsy. I was like, what? I get shot with a paintball? I'm not worried. He started laughing. He was like, okay. We start moving up their line. We end up pushing them all the way back to their spawn. And then we got them in their spawn for a good like 30 minutes. The game ended for lunchtime. We all went to lunch. I went out there, jumped in the truck, and went to Dairy Queen real quick. Came back with ice cream and Dairy Queen food and shit. Fan food. Ate part of it on my way back. Yeah, well, that's what I grabbed. Is I grabbed a Blizzard. And I was sitting there eating the Blizzard, and he recognized me off the field. He goes, hey, it was you. And I was like, what? He goes, and he looked at the game warden, the guy in charge of the entire gameplay, the entire event, and goes, hey, that's the guy I was talking about. I was like, hold up, I didn't do nothing. And he goes, no, you did do something. I was like, fuck, what did I do now? And he goes, no, I'm the guy. I'm like, what guy? He goes, the guy that saw you through the scope and we locked faces through scopes. I was like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah, I was telling him what you did. I'm like, wait, how did you tell him what I did? And then the entire group, okay, that 30-man group that I stopped, apparently off field, they're all sitting at 2 picnic tables side by side. Okay. They're an entire team that goes to paintball events together. Okay. They were busted up laughing about it, talking to each other about it the whole fucking time I've been at lunch by myself. And they all started talking to the game warden with me, and the game warden's like, if you can do that, why are you even out on a paintball field? I was like, because I'm enjoying my day off. My weekend off. This is my one vacation a year, motherfucker. I'm having fun. He goes, that's some risky moves you're doing there. I was like, yeah, considering you didn't say that they had to be out by knife, and I'm getting people out by knife. See, the rules are there is if you take yourself out because they have a knife to you, that's your choice. But the knife don't technically count unless you choose it to. Okay. So that's how the rules at this field goes. But when you get less than like 3 inches from somebody and you point a knife at them, or you have your arm on their shoulder and you have a knife next to their face and they look over and see it, I mean, they're going to call themselves out. I mean, it's just legit. I mean, screw it. So every one of them, they played legit. I mean, I loved it. And they said that was a hell of a round. Well, then that same group, they tried to do a flank through that woods the opposite direction, the way my team was coming from. And we were going in from their direction. And I saw that... I didn't know it was the same guys. I just saw a big group again. But me and this Ryan guy, we're literally in the middle of fucking thicket, thorns, and all sorts of shit. I was like, hey, sit down. He goes, what? I said, sit down. So we literally just sat on our ass. That's all we did. We just sat right where we were at. I was like, don't move. Don't shoot. And don't do anything at all to make any sudden movement or they're gonna see you. He goes, okay. I was like, they're not gonna see me, but they're gonna see you. He goes, why? I said, because I'm gonna fucking disappear if they see you. He started laughing. He's chuckling under his breath. Why, there's 35 people that we counted. Okay. And more up on a hill behind them. All sitting there talking around us, walking around us. I mean, there was one guy that was literally less than 15 feet from us. Okay. And at this point, you're thinking, this is going to get really shitty if one of them sees us. Because you know all of them want to get a shot in to make sure we're out. And you're sitting there, you're thinking, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. And I said, don't move. He goes, why? I said, there's a guy in a creek right in front of us. A guy jumped into the creek bed. It didn't have any water in it this past year. But he jumped into your creek bed and he had his back right up against us. And like literally 7 feet. And he started pointing at him. I started pointing at him in case he turned and looked at us. So he knew, you're out, dude. You are out. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Well, we didn't know that he didn't see us. We thought he saw us. And we thought he was raising his gun to shoot type of deal. And when we saw his shoulders raise up and everything, we both popped the shot at the same time. 1 shot each. That's all we did. And hit him in the exact same spot in the center of the chest at 7 feet away. At 280 feet per second. Okay. That fucking hurts, by the way. I regret it the second I pulled the trigger. Okay. Like, I seriously regretted it the second I pulled the trigger. And you could tell that he was more shocked than we were. Because he saw us after the shot. He goes, ow. And he looks down. He starts wiping and goes, oh, that fucking hurt. And like everybody around him was like, where are they? Where are they? He goes, I don't know, but that hurt. And he like started walking away. And when he did, he put a thumbs up directly at us. And then he looked back and he nodded. So he knew where we were. And he took that like a champ. Okay? Like, I couldn't have took it better than that. Like, I probably would have been fucking pissed and said, fucking really, man? Or something. Like, I would have been pissed. And this guy took it like the best fucking pro player I could possibly think of. And I was very appreciative, too, because there's 30 fucking people. We're about to get shot 30 fucking times type of deal. And we never fired another shot. We sat there. We waited. The whole fucking group leaves. Goes towards our base. I pull out my walkie-talkie. Hey, there's 35 plus people coming your guys' way from this angle. There was only 2 of us. We couldn't stop them. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the commander's like, okay, we're sending out a group of 40 plus people that way then. We'll stop them. From the, to keep them from our spawn type of deal. Just to hold them back until we get a flank. I was like, okay. I was like, so Ryan, what's your game plan here? He goes, I'm just following you. I was like, do you want to spawn trap them or do you want to keep them from spawn trapping us? He goes, we are right now a 2-man scout unit. You're in charge. You decide. I'm like, son of a bitch. You just made me want to go scout sniper. So we snuck our way all the way up behind the entire enemy team, all the way up to the backside. Okay, let our 40 plus guys deal with 35 plus guys. Okay, our team prevailed without our help, taking out that group. Okay, same group, by the way. The guy that got double tapped went over and was talking to a ref, saw us sneak by. Okay, and he looked at that ref and goes, that's that same motherfucker that fucking got us out with the knife earlier. And the ref started chuckling because he was there when it happened. And he goes, yes, it is. And he goes, what, you going to go tell on him? He goes, no, I ain't going to tell on him. Damn, he's good. Walked away. I didn't know any of that part until after I came back off the field. I got shot in the head a bunch of times after that. But we got all the way up to their side of the field. And we're working our way inward across an open area with a few trees here and there type of deal. Like it wasn't a thick wooded area anymore, and the grass was all cut, so it was pretty nice out in that area. And we're starting to walk across it, and we see a group of people coming, of 10 people. I said, I don't think they see you. Lay down. He goes, okay. And he just, without even a second question, he just dropped straight to the fucking ground. Faster than I've ever seen anyone drop. Okay. And I'm a roly-poly. I have a nickname for roly-poly as paintball. And this guy just goes, swoop, straight to the ground. I'm like, okay, that works. And they just noticed me after he hit the ground. And they're like, hey, what color are you? was like, hey, I think there's a couple blues over there. He goes, okay. I'm like, I just avoided your question. You're not gonna ask again? I'm looking at him, but I'm trying to like keep my blue covered up a little bit so he doesn't see it by leaning up against a tree. But I'm holding my rifle and looking towards the way I came from. So he thinks I'm one of theirs. And I got covered towards that way too, so it looks like I'm just trying to stay behind this cover and be like security type deal. And this guy completely cares less after that for a sec. Him and his group did. They kept getting a little closer, but they kept like, they were just talking. You could hear they were making jokes, talking, chatting, whatever. They get like 20 feet from us. And one of the other guys goes, hey bud, you know you got a blue strap to your backpack, right? I was like, oh really? Huh. Could've swore it was red today. He goes, wait. I was like, yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it? He goes, oh shit. Before he could say anything after that, I spun around my magazine and my rifle, and I unloaded that rifle. All 18 rounds downrange, and every one of them ducked for cover and hid. None of them even got a shot off before they didn't even know what the fuck was happening. They thought I was a team member, and all of a sudden they're just getting lit. I only hit one guy out of that magazine. I switched magazines, popped the shot off, hit one more of them. They go, you go left, you go right. We're gonna trap him. Right when the one goes right, I went to shoot him, and Ryan goes, pop, 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 hits him all 3 rounds to the side. The other guys were like, wait, I think there's another hold up. How many is there? So they stop. I pull out my radio right off my fucking vest. I was like, hey, we need reinforcements here now. They go, where's here? I said, this is the same 2 that got past that big group. Did you guys finish them yet? They go, yeah, we're on our way. And I got an earpiece that goes into my ears so nobody can hear what comes through. But I have to say it out loud to get it to go out. And he goes, well, that's fine because we had a group of 45 plus people push through there, and they're almost on the back corner. I was like, tell them to get out of the back corner. He goes, why? I said, I need help now. He goes, okay. He switched over radio channels to their personal channel, the commander of that group, personal channel, and told them, book it to this grid location now. We have 2 scouts out there that needs help now. He said there's only 10 people, because I told him that information. And he goes, you need to be out there. Well, it just so happened it's the pro team and a couple other pro teams with them. And the commander is actually the actual commander of their pro team, too. Like, he's in charge of their pro team. And on top of it, he's also the commander of our whole group. So he knew these guys personally. And he told them, go now. And I see people running through the woods. I look over at Ryan and goes, they're coming. He goes, you sure? I was like, I see them. I poked up, fired off a couple rounds to keep the guys back from us. All of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, after about maybe 30, 40 seconds later, we hear rustling in the bushes all over the place behind us, and we're like, oh fuck, I hope that's them. Then there's a small firefight. There was a couple guys coming up behind us that had gotten into the woods further down and heard that we were blue, so they're coming up behind us, and they got wiped out by a squad of reds. Well, a squad of blues that came up behind them. And our group, 45 fucking people, came out of the fucking woods and just wiped this 10 unit out. Like, just wiped them out. They came out just peppering the crap out of their cover. And 3 of them surrendered before even getting shot. Just because they didn't want to get fucking peppered the shit out of. Every one of them that came out of the woods had speedball guns that shoot. Literally, a rope could go through the sky. You could see it and reach out and grab it. That's how fast they were shooting. And I was just like, well, fuck. Reinforcements arrived. I look over at Ryan and I fist bumped him. I was like, let's go. And we both stood up and we just started walking behind him like we were the commanders. You got two mag-fed people just fucking walking across the open field with a whole group of fucking speedballers just plowing through anything that fucking moved. Hell, I swear to God, they mowed down more fucking bushes than the lawnmowers did the day before. Like, they just plowed. We heard people getting hit all the way at their base, and we were like 150 yards away. That's how far we were fucking firing. Me and him walked all the way up, and we're both standing out in the open. We had to stay a certain ways away because we spawn trapped him too hard off of that one push. They couldn't even get a person to walk 30 feet from their base without getting fucking destroyed. And they finally said, okay, you guys gotta back off. And me and him's like, okay, so what? So we just walked about 60 yards back, and we were standing there. And their main pro team and a tank, they brought out one of their so-called tanks. It's like a netted tank, just had netting around a PVC piping, and they have holes in the netting so they can shoot out type of deal, and it's called a tank. And they called in one of those in an airstrike on us. They wiped out most of our big group with the airstrike, and then they sent the tank towards us. And me and him both laid down and was sniping the feet of the tankers. And after like 15 shots to the feet, the tank stops. It has to. So I was putting accurate shots on the front guy's feet, and the other guy was hitting the other guy's feet to the point to where they finally just said, fuck this shit, and they sat the tank down and started shooting for the tank without actually standing up. They wouldn't move anymore. But we both rolled behind our cover, which was trees, so they couldn't shoot us behind the trees, and as soon as they went to stand up again, we rolled back out, sat down on our bipods again, and they fucking literally just sit back down, try to shoot us again. We rolled back again, so they couldn't move. Finally, one of the guys that also run MagFed, he came up and popped it with one of his so-called grenade launchers. Popped it pretty good, too, because they said it was out from it. The ref did. And then the ref turned away, and right when he turned away, I stood up, and I got peppered. And an enemy group had went through the valleyway, the creekway, to escape major gunfire from both sides. They went through there because they had a small push already going, and they came up behind our small little group over there that was left, and they just started peppering us in the back of the heads. I got hit so bad to where I took a knee, and then I just laid the fuck down. I didn't even call myself out. I just couldn't. I got blasted, and when I laid down, the ref ran over, and he was one of the refs with a riot shield cover. It's just plastic thing on it to keep him from getting hit, and he covered me with it and not himself, and he goes, are you okay? I was like, just give me about 1 minute. He goes, are you sure you're okay? I was like, no, I'm not okay. That's why I'm saying give me a minute. Like, just give me like literally 60 seconds and I might be able to stand up again. He looked at the back of my head. I had welts already growing on the back of my head by that point. That's how close that guy was when he lit me up. And the guy stopped firing right after he hit me. He stopped firing, he ran over, and his teammates continued against my other teammates and Ryan, which Ryan got away. I told Ryan to run right when I felt the first shot. And he fucking booked it. He got away over to the fort, and he held down the fort by himself until I made my way back. He's got some balls on him. But I had to walk off the field. I grabbed a bottle of water. I drenched the back of my head with water, and there was blood coming down in my back because it blistered so bad. And I walked back onto the field, and when I did, the game warden, he looked at me. He was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. He goes, you don't look it. I was like, I'm fine. I promise you, I'm good. He goes, okay, you need anything, let my refs know. I was like, okay. I got the award of Player of the Game for strategy. But here's the thing, though, okay? Strategy was supposed to go to the commander, okay? And the commander gave up, our commander, because we won, okay? He gave up rights to the to the strategy player of the game because of the fact that every time he got a call from me, it was dead on. For one, I was right what I was saying, and on top of it, me and Ryan, and this is a random guy I met that day. We were wiping out groups of people. It came down to the point to where the last push of the game was the commander came up to me and Ryan. He goes, "Here's the deal, okay? We have a chance to win this." He goes, "But here's the situation. We have to get me 10 feet from their tent." He goes, "That is the only way we're going to win, and we're going to win by 5 points if we do it." And me and Ryan looked at each other and goes, "Okay, where's your escort?" He goes, "You two are my escort." I said, "You know if you get shot, we lose over 200 points, right?" He goes, "Yup. But if I can say hi, if I can get within 10 feet of the enemy commander's tent and say hi, we get 700 points." I said, "Are we really down that much right now?" He goes, "Yup." He goes, "We got a problem." He goes, "You guys have been whooping ass this whole time, and you deserve a fucking win. And that is why I'm giving you guys a chance right now to get us this fucking win." He goes, "If you guys want more people, we will. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna send it in waves. We got 30 minutes to do this. We're gonna send them in with waves as hard as we can throughout different sides of the map. We're gonna leave whatever area you want open." I said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yup." I said, "Okay." I said, "I want the creek bed open. I don't want to see a single friendly in the area." He goes, "Why?" I was like, "Send them all the way up the right flank to the fort. Send them all the way into the wide open. Try act like you're going to push right through the wide open like the year before and the year before as I always see doing." I said, "Do that. And see how far they get hit. I bet they're so focused on that, we'll walk right up to their base almost." He goes, "Seriously?" I'm like, "I'm not kidding." We only had to fire our guns 4 times. Me and Ryan. Our so-called general or commander, whatever you want to call him, he didn't even have a gun in his hand. He wasn't even carrying one. He just goes, "You're my escorts. I just want to go say hi." He goes, "The ref there knows my plan, and he knows I'm coming. One way or another, we're going to get there." We snuck past about 23, 24 people, somewhere around there. None of them knew that the commander was on the field. One guy ran past us, and we heard his conversation with the group that we had already gotten past. He goes, "Hey, the enemy commander's on the field somewhere. We have to find him. His objective is to get too close to the tent." And we're like, "Well, fuck, we have a spy in our midst." And I looked at the commander. I said, "You still want to do this?" He goes, "Yep." I said, if you get seen, they're going to light your ass up." He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Don't let me get seen." I said, "Okay." I said, "Ryan, you ready for a flank?" He goes, "Yep." I said, "We only got 6, 7 people in front of us." He goes, "I gotcha." We only fired off. We didn't even empty a whole mag each. Easy. I mean, it was so simple. We both took off running. He followed right on my ass. The commander did. Like, literally on my ass. He was touching my fucking backpack. Okay? And he was running up. And I ran as fast as I could while firing at the same time. And I was pop, 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 done. Right when I finished off my magazine, I was within 3 feet from their tent. Their commander was just staring at me. And you can see his face because he didn't have a mask on inside the tent. Because you can't have guns inside the tent or any firearms. You can't even clean one in there. You're not allowed. And I was like 3 feet from the tent. He was like 6 feet from the tent. The commander was. And he's standing there and he was like, "How you guys doing today?" And the fucking ref just lost it. Ryan had went off to the right and he distracted 15 other players from looking at me and the commander. He knew exactly what my plan was, and while I was running up, I have accuracy on the move. I can roll and hit my target nonstop. A whole magazine will hit my target of a 1 foot width by 6 inches tall target while rolling. So I'm good with my paintball gun. I'm accurate as fuck. And when I did that, as soon as we got up there and I turned and looked at him, the fucking enemy commander just goes, "You gotta be shitting me." I threw a new mag in just to be, you know, like comical about it. And I go, "Sir, we are at our destination." He goes, "I see that, son." He goes, "I don't know how you did it so well, but I love the way you," he goes, "I just love the way you just did that, though. Like, just the way we just walked through that. You made that look like the easiest game that you've ever played." I was like, I trained with my brother's two friends, which was Army and military police, an Army Ranger, a U.S. Navy SEAL, a Green Beret. I mean, I trained with all these people to teach me to be the best that I can be playing a game or being out on an actual field. That's why you see me do strategic stuff. That's why you don't see me be stupid on purpose. And that's what pisses me off, is you see me get the first shot off. In real life, 90% of the time, one shot, especially if it's in the head, you're done. In this game, how many times have you seen me hit somebody in the head and they don't die? I mean, it's stupid. So when you see somebody like me, yeah, and when you see someone like me on a paintball field, just walking through like I was actually in the armed forces, it's one of those things. It's like, why the hell are you out here? Like, damn. One of the groups that came out, what was it? It was, oh, what was it? I think it was, okay, so the final event happened. The game was over. We were supposed to be leaving. So it was the final day. It was on a Sunday. And the National Guard came out to do practice. Have fun. To the paintball field. And the game warden and the commanders and everybody else just saw some of the stuff that I've done. Even Ryan saw everything I did like 90% of the second day. And Ryan goes, "You should go challenge a couple of them." I was like, "I don't want to make them look bad." He started laughing and goes, "No, like seriously, you should go challenge them." I was like, "I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll go challenge them if you're my second." He goes, "Okay." So they're out there, they're prepping and stuff. They're not even on the field yet. They're just next to the field getting all ready and putting on their gear and shit. I walked over, I was like, "You guys National Guard, right?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "You guys want to test your skills?" They're like, "Well, that's what we're here for, son." I was like, "Son, I'm 25 years old, buddy. Well, about to be." He goes, "Yeah, you're a couple years younger than me still." I was like, "I don't care. Don't call me son when I can whoop your ass at this game any day of the week." And he just laughed. And about half the National Guard group laughed. And apparently they're a Southern Indianapolis group. And they're like, "Oh, that's real cute, man." And they turned around and kept doing it. I was like, "No." Like, I walked over to my table, which is only like 3 tables away. I picked up my rifle, put it over my shoulders, threw my bag on, hooked up my air, walked over. It's like, "You guys up for it? Me and him versus you guys." And Ryan's already up in his full gear, already standing there with a smile on his face, with his helmet upside down on his head. And he goes, "We got this." And they all looked at us like, "You guys really want to be showing up right now?" I'm like, "I'm not going to be showing up. If I get out by you guys, I mean, that's respect. I'll take it. But if you guys don't get me out, that's respect too. I'll take it." And the game warden just starts laughing. He's like 20 feet away. He heard the whole fucking conversation. I started laughing. He goes, "You guys, I would actually be careful with him. He's a sneaky devil." And they all just looked at him, looked back at me, and they had that kind of serious face on now. They're like, "Okay, fine. We'll do this." Fucking 45 minutes of gameplay. 45 minutes extra gameplay than what I paid for free. The game warden was out there. Their whole damn crew was out there fucking doing the reffing and shit. And it was me and Ryan versus 15 National Guard. And we did it in Cargo City and Cubicle City. Okay, two maps together so that we could do kind of like room search type deal. And this is what the National Guard wanted to do. They said, "Okay, we're protected. You guys are attacking." He said, if you can get past all of our defenses and hit the flag in the center without getting killed, you guys win. Is that fair? I said, if that's the game mode you want to play, you should have thought twice before saying it. He started laughing. He goes, you guys ain't going to get it. We're guard. We're literally the National Guard. We got training. I was like, you ain't got any training compared to me. I promise you. By the end of that, I had more respect from people at that paintball facility than I thought. Because by the end of that match, we didn't just have the refs and the warden out there. We had like 115 people out there watching. And no one was saying anything. They were just watching. Okay? They're watching two people walk through buildings and walk out the other side that had people in them, but no longer do. We went out there and we had two refs search both me and him for any marks of paint on us at all. And they had to wipe it clean. There couldn't be a single mark of paint on us so that we could start fresh type of deal. Hell, they had to use a wet wipe on my head. I mean, it was horrible. And they got done and they said, okay, go. Well, we started just searching room by room and we went around the entire thing. We left 2 National Guard people alive and they were 2 snipers up in the top. Okay. I said, this is what you're going to do, Ryan. And I was like, same as before with the commander. I go in, I tap the flag, you distract. He goes, okay. So he goes over to a cubicle that can see both snipers' nest, where they're both at. He fires off a shell at this one over here. He fires off a couple shells at this one over here. By that point, I had already worked my way around the outside all the way to the other side. So now their backs are facing towards me. And I put my rifle on my back. I pulled out my handgun. And I just started walking to the flag. Right in the open. There's like open 50 to the left, open 50 to the right. I'm not kidding on that. And I walked right up the gravel path. Like I was just somebody out there to watch type of deal. And they thought that he was me and him. Because he was shooting out 2 different sides. And his mask was the same mask as me anyways. He had my same EVS mask on. Tan and all. So they thought that we were the same person over there. 2 people firing at 2 people. So they thought they had us pinned. I walked right over, and the ref standing in the center, he couldn't even hold his fucking laughter for the last 20 feet of me walking. He's sitting over there laughing in the middle of a firefight while he's standing there just staring at me, laughing. He goes, you are an asshole. I was like, well, sometimes you gotta teach the people who think they know everything a thing or two. Or they never understand that there's always someone better out there than them. Don't get me wrong, I know there's somebody out there that could whoop my ass. Easily at that game. Guarantee you half of our armed forces go out there, they're gonna whoop my ass. My brother could whoop my ass probably, if he actually tried. But these guys, they didn't even look like they knew what the fuck they were doing. I mean, I'm not kidding. I made that National Guard team look like they were fucking 5th graders. I mean, they were just easy for us. And as soon as I touched that flag, I fired off a shot up at both of them. And they both looked as I was holding the flag. I was like, so you were saying? I yelled that out as loud as I fucking could. And I'm not kidding. You hear, what the fuck? Really fucking loud. Out of their so-called captain that was up in one of the sniper nests that we just fooled the shit out of. And I'm standing at the flag and I'm just holding it. And I'm like, what were you saying about being really good again? We came off the field and he was like, I won't lie, that's respect. He goes, you just taught us a thing or two of underestimating our opponent. I said, I hope I taught you a little bit more than that. He goes, why is that? I said, because you got 100+ people here. If you don't walk away with more than one lesson, you got problems. I said, I guarantee you can ask almost anybody here. They'll tell you a lot of problems that you did. A lot of mistakes that you did. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, you want them to write them down? And everybody started laughing. I was like, I'm not the one to be an ass, okay? But Ryan goes, let's challenge him. I like a challenge. Hell, you see me take on people in this game. Danny's a challenge, okay? You and I both know Danny's good. But I never back down from him when it's a 1v1. I never kill myself on purpose. I like challenge. Now, if I can tell you're cheating, go fuck yourself. I don't like cheaters. But if you're going to give me a challenge, I'll take it. But these guys, they weren't even a challenge. They weren't watching their corners. Like one guy, he walked into one of our cubicles. Neither one of us was fucking looking, but we were in the corner to the left, and he checked the corner to the right, and then he just started walking through. And we both looked at him like, dumbass, we're standing 3 feet from you now. Like, what the fuck? Like, we could have shot him when he came in, but he just never looked at us. As he was walking out, we popped him. And he just looked back like, what the fuck? And we're like, we've been here the whole fucking time. Like, what are you doing? Check your fucking corners, man. He goes, did I really just do that? And we're like, yeah. No fucking joke. He goes, you didn't sneak in behind me? I was like, no, we've been sitting here. We've been sitting here coming up with a game plan. You just walked in on us. Like, what the fuck? Like we weren't even actually like, we weren't checking our back. We were talking. And then we stopped talking because we heard a fucking noise right next to the building. And we both looked that way and we watched him walk in. And we're like, oh shit. And then we're like, oh, this guy's a dumbass. Let's shoot him. Like, it was just stupid. Like, how do you make that mistake? And why are you running by yourself when there's a squad of 2 out there? You know there's a squad of 2. Run in 2s. That way there's an actual firefight between you guys. Like, what the fuck are you doing? No, they split up in 1s all the way around the fucking circle to cover as much area as possible. That's mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is not teaching you people to check every fucking corner when they enter a building. Mistake number 3 is one of the cargo containers. Actually, I think there's 8 cargo containers in total that's actually up on their edges. And they're in a 45-degree angle to go up on top of other cargo containers and then into other cargo containers. And it's a great setup. The snipers are up top, and 2 of them, we went in one of them, and we knew one of them knew where we were, and we were acting like we didn't know that he knew. And we went into the cargo container, and we got up behind one of the barricades, and I laid down right there. He went up a little further and laid down next to that one. This guy walked right on past us both. Never even looked behind the barricades. And we're like, you're fucking joking me, right? We got up. We didn't even fucking care about him at that point. We just walked back down the opposite side as he was going down the other side. We just did it quietly so he wouldn't know. We got down to the other side and we went down and around underneath one of the snipers, went over to the far side, shot a guy that was down there, and then we came all the way back and went the other route again and got back into that same container, went down the other side, came up about 20 feet behind that guy, popped him one. I mean, we were just walking through him. We were just clearing. Okay, we were clearing area by area, and we were going back to other areas we cleared in case someone roamaged into the area because they heard the shots. So we were just cleaning up slack. It's like, have you ever played Hitman or
I think I know what they're like.
okay, Hitman and Sam Fisher? You kill one guy, you leave the body there, or you make too loud of a noise and someone comes to check.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. We made a loud noise, shot, someone else would come and check on their teammate. By that point, we were gone. Then when he got done checking, he's walking away, we're coming back. I mean, they acted like normal security guards that didn't get a pay grade. Like, they didn't even get above fucking minimum wage or some shit. Like
chaos.
yeah, I mean, that's what they acted like, no joke. And me and Ryan was laughing. Hell, he added me on fucking Facebook, and I have his personal fucking phone number because we made such a joke out of all of them. Hell, we're trying to... No, the guy that I was playing with that whole fucking weekend, he was a random guy I ran into. His kid plays all the time now. He started doing roofing himself by himself, and he makes enough money and he does it fast enough by himself. He's actually able to go paintballing. He had, before this coronavirus thing set up, he had Living Legends and like 30 plus paintball facilities already booked, already paid for. And on top of that, he had hotel rooms for each one of them. Yeah. He bought his kid a brand new lightweight speedball gun that his kid wanted. And he bought a couple new rifles he wanted and 2 new handguns, which are my 2 handguns that I want. I want one more. I want the Tip-X again, because that's the one that got stolen from me. But he's making enough money where he's doing all this stuff. And he goes, if you ever want a hotel room, let me know. I'll get you one. I was like, honestly, man, I'd appreciate it. But here's the difference between you and me. He goes, what's that? I was like, you work for everything you own, and you're willing to help others out. He goes, yes. I was like, I work for everything I own, and I help other people out, but I don't take handouts. He goes, makes sense. I said, if I get a hotel room, it's going to be on my own money. It's just how I am. I don't want somebody else paying for me to go and have fun on my paintball event unless it's me. It's my vacation. I want to buy my own ammo. I want to buy my own place to stay. Yeah, like, if I didn't earn it, I shouldn't be there to go. So, like, right now, yeah, like, July 18th, 19th, and 20th is normally when my paintball event is. It's the beaches in Normandy, White River Paintball in Indiana. Okay, in Anderson, Indiana. That's where it's at. And I go once a year. And I don't know if I'll be able to go this year. If I don't have enough money in the bank account, I can't go. And you already know my predicament. I don't have hardly any right now. So, I mean, it's one of those things is if I don't earn it, I'm not going. Now, my dad, he wanted me to go on this fishing trip for him. I didn't want to go. The only reason why I went is because he wanted me to go. And he said, I know how you are, because I'm the same as my dad, okay? He goes, but you've helped me with a lot of stuff lately. I said, yeah. He goes, you've earned the right to go on a vacation. He goes, my treat, because I haven't paid you yet for any of that. I said, I'm okay with that. Right after we get done with it all, he hands me a $100 bill on the way home. I said, what's this for? He goes, the job that we did right before we came down here. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so all the rest is already paid? He goes, yep. He goes, the only thing, though, is you still owe your mom for like, the electric and the water bill type of deal. I owe her for electric, water, and gas for 2 months now, which will be paid as soon as I get my first check from this company. This company pays by week, so that's good. But, I mean, I get this job, I start doing that, maybe I can get up enough money to go. If they let me go. If coronavirus lets me go, God help us all. We got fucking paintball masks. If we cough, we're gonna be coughing nothing but paintballs, if anything. And these guys think we're gonna get fucking clitoris fucking gel on us or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Exactly my point. Like, it makes no fucking sense why people can't go play fucking paintball. Paintball, you got a mask on. Okay? Yeah, because you don't want to be right next to somebody. Like, honestly, the closest I get to somebody is like when me and Raya was in the fucking bush, we sat right next to each other just because we wanted to make our space as small as possible. I mean, I could get my best friend on this game or into this party chat probably if I really wanted to. I don't know, he probably at work. He works day shift right now. But, my best friend, he's tater salader, and he's 375 pounds. Okay. That's a big boy. He's 6 foot. He's 6 foot, 375 pounds, and I'm not kidding. That kid could eat me twice. I'm not kidding. Just one arm is the size of both my arms combined. Okay. He could hit you with one hit, and I taught him how to throw a punch properly now to where he'd knock you completely all the way backwards, upside down, and back up on your back. He'd knock you the fuck out. He's one heavy hitter. I mean, I'm 110, 115 is what I am right now.
Shit, how tall are you?
I'm like 5'7", 5'8".
Oh my god,
Because my family's short. But I hold my own, bub. See, I have endurance. I did hay for fucking 20 years. 80-pound bales of hay, 600,000 bales a year. Go fuck anybody that wanted to fuck with me at the time. But my best friend, 375 pounds. I'm a $1.15, $1.25 at the time, somewhere around there. And we're playing airsoft. My second best friend, which I got another story for him too. He's awesome though. He's actually the one I was fishing with this past week. But they're on the same team. Me and my brother's on the same team. Okay. Now my brother and I, we know military tactics. My best friend, my second best friend, they don't know military tactics like I do. I mean, they like military games and they know a little bit. They know uniforms and stuff like that, but they don't know the actual strategy type deal like me and my brother. And let's just put it this way. We're on my dad's property, which is 4.8 acres. Okay. 1 acre of it is a pond. Another acre of it is basically house and garage. Another acre of it is a 60 by 40 pole barn and a driveway to it. And we stay the fuck away from all that. Plus we have a 4-story old hay barn that's fallen down. Like it's literally, at the time it looked like it was about to fall down tomorrow. We ended up pushing it down with the excavator. But the way we ran it was me or my brother would stay in the barn and hold down the fort. The other one would sneak out in somewhere and do something, especially if we're at night. We'd fuck with the enemy type of deal. You send one out to fuck with the enemy, come back just to make them, come for you no matter what. They can't just sit there on their ass and talk or some shit. So it's basically a strategy to make you play. Well, it's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. We're out there playing airsoft. Okay. It's dark as fuck. The weeds are about 1.5 feet tall. I'm wearing old Vietnam II fucking uniform of all green. My brother's wearing freaking just blue jeans and a fucking white t-shirt. And a fucking night game. And he's inside the barn looking from the very top, the 4th story. You have to climb up a ladder and you can't even get off the ladder at the top. You have to just hold on and look out the window. He's all the way up there and he's scared of heights to begin with. And he's sitting there watching. Well, I crawled all the way out into the field and sniped at one of them with my Beretta sniper I had. I missed. Fucking airsoft rounds fucking swirling all over the fucking place. Never hit their target like you want them to at distance. And this Beretta, it put dents in metal on the barn. We know for a fact. Over 50 yards away, and it put a fucking indent in. And I missed my shot, but they heard where the shot came from, so they start going that way. They know I'm one of those people to shoot, disappear, and shoot. They know me well enough. They're my best friends, for Christ's fucking sake. They know I'm very strategic about it, too. Well, Dalton and him, they know also that if they don't stick together, I'll pick them off. So they're walking side by side like they're just a fucking patrol. Now, I don't know if you've ever been stepped on by a 375-pound man, but it fucking hurts in general. But you add that fucking bolt action fucking lever in my chest, and it hurt 10 times worse. He stepped right on my back, and I had that rifle like I was laying on it type of deal. And I had that bolt action piece because it was a one shot, pull the lever back, let it go forward. It was a lever action. Well, not lever action, bolt action. Well, that piece was actually a sharp, just metal thin piece that came off to the side with a rubber coating on it. Well, he stepped on me and shoved that metal coating right into my ribcage. Because I disappeared in the weeds, and I like kind of rolled a little, but not rolled a little, so that the leaves would go up and over me, and then I put the rest of the leaves over me and stuff like that from all the weeds. And I disappeared in the middle of a wide open field of only a foot of grass. and they couldn't find me. Well, he stepped right on my ass, kept walking. Tyler almost stepped on my hand. He came like an inch from stepping on my fingers. And they kept walking. They turned around. They walk on past, and fucking Dalton steps right in between my legs. This is my actual best friend, the 375-pound guy. He steps right in between my legs, keeps walking. Neither one of them even fucking knew that they just stepped over me twice. Okay? Neither one of them knew I was there. I was hurting so bad from that stab in the fucking chest from the gun that was shoved into my chest that all I wanted to do at the moment was cry when it first happened. And I kept my damn mouth shut. My brother watched it happen from up top. He saw it happen. He knew that he just watched me get stepped on. Because he saw where I laid down and he saw my back and he watched me get stepped on. Because there's a outdoor, what do you call those, street light type deals at our neighbor's house, and it kind of lights up that field a little. That's how we would play out there and still have fun at night. And yeah, he stepped on me, walked back. They're about 15 yards away from me, and I get up. I pull out my CO2 powered airsoft pistol, and I pop Dalton in the butt with a rifle, and I pop Tyler in the butt with the CO2. I said, if either one of you motherfuckers ever step on me again, so help me God, I'll kill you both. And they both spun around, turned around, looked at me, it's like, that fucking hurt. I raised up my jacket, shirt, and all. I said, that did too, and my fucking chest has a cut in it, and it's bleeding. And you can, when we actually went up to the house to take a look at it underneath, when I ripped off the scab, you could actually still see the bone. It ripped all the little bit of muscle on your bones and went all the way down to my bone and my rib. That's how bad it hurt. And they were both like, holy crap. I was like, you fucking stepped on me, you asshole. He goes, I didn't fucking know. I was like, you fucking stepped on me. You're an asshole. I held that over his head for about 3 weeks. You owe me. You stepped on me. But no, you owe me. But nah, you can't do that. Yeah, I knew you were tired. It's only like fucking 7 in the morning. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck's in here watching my stream. Is that you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on another video. I clicked on. It's not me.
Maybe it's counting it as me.
What's up?
Hold on, we'll find out. Watch this. Doop. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if it's counting it as me or not. I don't know. I'm okay with it. I don't care. I'll tell more stories. Nah, I'm probably gonna get off and take a nap. Man, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. Yep, you too, man. Be safe. Well, you guys, that was a fun night. Got my ass whooped. Good night, everyone.